Welcome back, comic aficionados. Today, we're delving into the obscure and overlooked, uncovering the hidden gems of the DC Comics universe. From forgotten heroes to mysterious villains, we're about to shine a spotlight on characters that might not be on everyone's radar. Now, without further ado and in no particular order, let's dive into the realm of the lesser known and discover the untold tales of these obscure DC Comics characters. 1. Viking Commando. War comics have always been grounded in reality, but the sudden appearance of Valeric, the Viking Commando, injected a bit of fantasy into the fading genre. Originally a Viking from the 5th century, Valeric was sent forward in time to World War II, where he enlisted in the American military as a soldier. Lacking any actual superpowers, Viking Commando was nevertheless a hero and wielded a Norse axe when dispatching his foes. 2. Detective Chimp. Making his debut during the golden age of comics, Detective Chimp is certainly a relic from DC's cheesier era. Bobo first appeared as a mere circus act designed to trick audiences, but he gained a genius-level intellect and the ability to speak to humans thanks to the magic of the Fountain of Youth. Because of his simian nature, Detective Chimp is often remembered fondly by comic fans, but he has never risen up to the higher echelons of DC's superhero hierarchy. 3. Metamorpho. Metamorpho has spent his career as part of some of the biggest superhero teams in DC, and his unique skills have always been useful to his teammates. Gifted with the ability to transform his body into any chemical compound, the depths of Metamorpho's powers have grown and changed over the years. The shape-shifting hero is a trusted ally to many of DC's more popular characters. 4. The Clipper. DC's heroes operate with a strict code of ethics when fighting crime, but the short-lived anti-hero, the Clipper, had no such righteous calling. Protecting New York City during the Great Depression, Clipper earned his name by snipping off pieces of criminals' ears as a warning. Matching the tone of comics in the late 80s, Clipper was just the sort of anti-hero that could have been big during that gritty era of storytelling. 5. Human Cannonball. The Human Cannonball only hung around Metropolis for a few years, but the circus performer turned superhero put his skills to good use when teaming up with Superman. Donning a super suit, complete with a crash helmet, Human Cannonball was equipped with a jetpack that he used to launch himself at his enemies. After a brief period of time competing with Clark Kent for the affection of Lois Lane, he quietly disappeared from the comics altogether, presumably wiped out by the events of Crisis on Infinite Earths. 6. Arm Fall Off Boy. Proving that not all superpowers are necessarily useful, Arm Fall Off Boy is a perfect example of DC's wacky sense of humor. Named for his ability to detach his limbs and use them as blunt weapons, Arm Fall Off Boy could also use them as a projectile against enemies. A similar character appeared in the 2021 Suicide Squad movie going by the name of Splitter, but die-hard fans will always remember the hero by his original moniker. 7. Ragman. Unlike most obscure heroes who only make guest appearances, the mysterious Ragman has mostly kept to his own series. Donning a ragged but enchanted costume that grants him his powers, Ragman stalks his enemies with an ancient desire for revenge. Despite his stagnant position among the DC heroes, Ragman's comics show his full potential, and it is only a matter of time before he becomes a bigger part of the DC universe. 8. The Atomic Knight. Gaining his powers from his suit, Atomic Knight went from a run-of-the-mill psychic to a bona fide superhero thanks to his armor. After a retcon revealed that all of his classic adventures were a simulation, Gardner Grail set out into the real world to prove himself. His position as a lesser-known hero has never been in question, and Atomic Knight even joined a team called the Forgotten Heroes during the first Crisis event. 9. Oddman. Donning one of the most outlandish DC Comics costumes ever, Oddman certainly earned his strange name. Clay Stoner is the sole protector of his home, River City, and his alter ego Oddman uses vibrant garb and sophisticated gadgets to bamboozle criminals. Unlike other lesser-known heroes who have little to offer, Oddman is a Batman-esque detective who could certainly make a return to spice up DC's current run of storylines. 10. Deadman. Deadman was originally an acrobat named Boston Brand, who was murdered in cold blood and allowed to return to the land of the living as a ghost. Not limited by the physical realm, Deadman's powers include impermeability and even a touch of possession as well. After his short-lived original run in the comics, Brand was only brought out on occasion to spice up large crossover events, but he has found a niche as the resident expert whenever the occult is the subject of the story, as seen by the recent Night Terrors event. Popular with die-hard fans, Deadman has yet to achieve the status he so rightly deserves among other dark anti-heroes, but facing off against Insomnia has given him a boost. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through the hidden corners of the DC universe. If you enjoyed learning about these obscure characters, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with your fellow comic enthusiasts. For more intriguing insights into the vast world of DC Comics, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Until next time, keep exploring the mysteries of the comic multiverse. Stay super, and I'll see you in the next video.